Hi friends, welcome back. So I am back from our vacation. I just got back yesterday. And you would have seen in my last video some of the plant updates that are going on. So I have a few things that I need to do. Most of my plants did really well, but there are some things that I've kind of been putting off just because I've been busy, and other things that just need taken care of since I was gone for so long. So let me show you guys the list I have made down here. So as far as plant things go, I need to water my pothos. I got a cute new pot that I want to make a succulent garden in, which I'm really excited about. I need to propagate my Philodendron verrucosum, which I showed you guys in the last video is doing really well. My Christmas cactus is not doing well, and I'm really upset about it, but I'm gonna try to mess with it again today to see if I can do anything with it. I need to move some of my plant propagations to my bedroom, and I kind of just want to rearrange things a little bit. I need to treat my Rhaphidophora tetrasperma for pests, not because I think it has any, but because I want to bring it inside. And so I want to make sure there's no pest on it. I want to make one of my terrariums with some of the begonia cuttings that I have. What was I doing? Oh, I have something really cool to do with my orchid, with one of my orchids that I'm excited to show you guys later. And then I need to fix that broken aloe pot and add some more soil to the pot that got knocked over. I think I'm just gonna get all my supplies together, get all the plants that I need, that I'm going to be messing with, and just see what I kind of feel like doing first. It seems to not be too damaged. It does have some damaged leaves down here, but I think that it'll bounce back just fine. That is the nice thing about aloes, is that they're pretty resilient. My little cactus, barrel cactus, isn't doing that great. Don't know why exactly. The roots don't look super healthy. I think it needs more water than I've been giving it, surprisingly. It's kind of sad when you can underwater a cactus. Oh no, the dirt just fell out of it. You guys move. Slight change in plans. I couldn't find the pot, or I couldn't find the piece that went to this pot. I think it must have gotten thrown away. So I found this smaller pot, which honestly I think will work fine for the aloe. It'll just be a little bit more root bound, which honestly I think is fine. Go with. Normally I would be against like downsizing plants that don't really need it, but with an aloe I think it'll be fine. So I need another bin. Let me see how this guy fits in here. Oh wow, that'll be perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna take my scoop, backfill just a little bit. It really doesn't need very much. Stick them in there. I wish there was a better way of supporting this plant because it is so crooked. And now I'm just going to top up the soil. Okay, and I'm going to take my shears and just cut off some of these like dead, dry bits, just because they're kind of ugly looking. The only thing I'm concerned about with this pot is just because it's so like top heavy that I'm afraid that it'll get knocked over easier, which is what happened last time. So what I might do, I might get some kind of like decorative rocks or something that I can put on top of this that'll help weigh it down a bit. But I'm not sure what yet, so we're just gonna wait. Okay, I think the next thing we're gonna do is make my begonia terrarium. And the only kind of terrarium bottles that I had were like these with the really narrow tops that I don't think the leaves will fit in. So what I'm gonna do is I have my main begonia plant, which isn't looking very good. It's been outside all summer, and I think it's just not liking all the light. And it is pretty hot out there, so I'm just gonna, Wallace! Okay, so I'm just gonna take a bunch of wet stick cuttings and just plop them in, like on top of the soil. And then they should grow because the humidity will be really high in here, so they should grow in fine, and then ideally it will just kind of start growing up and fill out really nice. So that's the plan. So if you haven't seen me make these terrariums before, I have at least one video. I know that I made one with Wade, a larger one. So if you want more of a like in-depth look into how I do this, then go watch that. But I'm just gonna kind of speed through it a little bit. Okay, so now that I have this set up how I want, I'm gonna take my begonia, and I kind of needed to like do a decent portion of this anyway. Yeah. Gosh, I keep knocking over plants. So I'm gonna just go ahead and cut off a bunch of dead leaves. Keep them in there forever. I would like to pot them up and do something else with them. But I need to figure out how to keep this one healthy first. It is a really pretty begonia. I find the begonias can just be a bit tricky. But once you figure out the right conditions for them, then they'll be really happy. Okay, I think that's all I need to cut off. So I'm just gonna take a cutting from here. And with these, I'm just gonna cut each node and do node propagations. I'll cut the leaf off that one. And I'm gonna cut the larger leaves off of this one so that I can fit it into the terrarium, but these smaller leaves should fold up and be pretty easy to get in there. Where are my tweezers? And I might take more cuttings. I don't know how many I want. So I'm just gonna take my terrarium tweezers. These things are really nice. I got them off Amazon. Oh no. I got them off Amazon and they work really well. It comes in like a whole pack of like little terrarium items and they're really nice to use. And the good thing about like doing these as wet sticks in a terrarium is that I don't have to like place them super specifically because they're just going to root up wherever they're at because the humidity will be so high, and so I don't have to worry about like trying to squeeze the roots into a certain spot or anything. So this one I'll just sit down here. Honestly, I think this will be just enough cuttings because once they start to make leaves, it'll fill up really quick. And I think I have enough water in there, so I'll just put the lid on. And you can see it's not anything super impressive right now, but I will keep it out of direct sunlight. I'll keep it in like either bright direct light or bright indirect light or like medium light. And then it'll start pushing out some roots and some leaves, and yeah, so I'll update you guys on how this is growing in the next couple months. Okay, so that can be checked off the list. I'm gonna mess with my Christmas cactus now because I'm kind of dreading it because it's kind of sad. This is what it looks like. You probably saw a couple videos ago, I put all the propagations into soil and just kept a layer of sphagnum moss on them to help hold in the humidity. I don't know if maybe I overwatered, but yeah, it's just not happy. So I need this. So I'm just gonna take the moss out and see what we're working with. I'm hoping not all of these are lost. I had like this whole vision of like having a big full basket, which it was pretty full when I got it, but I just imagined like having it like trailing down, like in a couple years once it got bigger, but it's not looking like that's gonna happen. They all rotted. That one's dead. Okay. That one's dead. So it looks like I have one healthy cutting in here, which like, thank God for that, I guess. At least they're not all lost. So I'm just gonna separate this guy out and put him in his own little pot. This guy does have some decent looking roots on it. So yeah, the soil was really moist, and I don't think I watered this when I got home last night. So it's probably been really, it probably got overwatered, and then it was just probably sitting in water the whole time I was gone. So there goes to show root rot and what it does. Better to underwater than to overwater, which I was scared of underwatering because I think that's what happened last time. There's my little scoop. Where did I put it? And I am just going to reuse the soil because I did just mix it up not that long ago. Ooh. I don't know if this guy will survive or not. He doesn't have any roots, but he's not squishy. Actually, yeah, he's a little squishy. Okay, moving on. I can't believe this is all that's left of that huge plant that I had. And my grandma got this for me, and it was really big and pretty. So I feel bad that I killed my grandma's plant, but at least I have this one little piece. And one day, if I get it right, it'll be a big, beautiful plant again. This is go number 3 now with my Christmas cactus, so we'll see how it does. I do have another plant that's not on this list that I want to repot. It's gonna be this guy. This is my Syngonium batik, I think. And it's just a cutting of it. I have a different plant outside of it. So it's ready to be potted up though. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably be selling this one, I think. We could go a little smaller. Yeah, he's been in water a bit too long. But the roots do look healthy. There's some algae on them, but that's fine. I'm gonna go with this size. So we'll backfill a little bit. Stick the roots in. Syngonium are really easy to propagate, which I really like about them. I have some like wet sticks in my propagation bin, I believe. So I'll be having a couple of these plants to either keep or to sell. And I'm hoping to be able to start selling plants within, I don't know, I might go ahead and post some, because I do have some that are like really well established, so I might go ahead and post some within the next week or so, or I might just wait until like the end of summer to give them all like a lot of time to like really get established, like these cuttings, and then sell them. But I also know that people buy less plants towards the end of summer, so I don't know. We'll see how some of them are doing. I do have some that are like doing really well and could be sold at any point. Ta-da! Let's set him off to the side. What next? Okay, so oh, I need to propagate my varicosum. I'm really excited about that. Okay, let me show you guys the varicosum. This is him. He started off from this tiny little plant that I got for like 20 bucks because he wasn't healthy. And I'm not sure if I want to propagate him straight into soil or water, sphagnum moss. Sphagnum moss works really well. What is he in right now? He's in soil right now. I think I'm gonna play it safe and use sphagnum moss. So I have some used sphagnum moss that I'm just gonna wet and break it up a little bit. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and snip right there. Okay, so this is the cutting we have. It has this really beautiful new leaf on it. And then another leaf on the way, and then some good aerial roots. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stick those in the moss. Okay, so I just found this like wooden, like a kebab stick or something. So I'm just gonna stick it in here, into the moss. And then take a small piece of plant Velcro. And then take the leaf that's already out and just wrap it on. This is what it looks like. There's the leaf. And again, I just have that leaf Velcroed on. I made sure to leave the new leaf that's emerging out of the Velcro because that'll make it not come out right. And so I'm just going to stick this back into the little terrarium humidity dome thing that I have. Okay, we can check that off. Okay, so I need to repot this bromeliad maybe that is from Impressed. The main stem of the plant is growing back a bit outside. So I'm really happy about that. But I stuck this in water. Oh no. I stuck this in water. I didn't think it would root up because there's so much that I didn't think the stem would be able to like support it. But yeah, it rooted up really well. And so now I'm just gonna pop it into some soil. I'm just gonna use this size pot, and again, I'm reusing the soil that I was using for that Christmas cactus. And I know a lot of people are against reusing soil, but I think it's fine with less finicky plants because the soil really wasn't being used for very long, so there's still a bunch of nutrients in it, and the plant wasn't even rooted enough that I'm worried about like bacteria from all the roots like messing with the soil. So I think that this will be fine. Maybe I need a bigger pot. I don't know. The roots are pretty small compared to like the rest of the plant. We'll go with this for now, and then maybe I'll have to repot it one more time before I send it back to Impressed. And since this has been water propagating for so long, I'm just gonna leave the soil. I'm gonna keep it a bit more moist than I would normally just for the next couple weeks while it's adapting to being in soil, and then I'll slowly start watering it a little bit less. I might have to give it like a cover pot just because it is so top heavy that I don't want it to fall over. So I'll probably do that. So, we watered the pothos. Okay, the last thing we're gonna do today is, with my orchid. I was gonna make that succulent garden today, but this video is getting pretty long, so I think I'm just gonna make that in a separate video. But let me show you guys what I got. Okay, so I got this piece of like driftwood that I just found, by like a river. And the back of it is really flat. I don't know if you can see, like, it's very flat, so it can sit up against the wall. And then on this side, I'm gonna tie one of my orchids to it and just let it like grow on this, which I've been wanting to do for a long time. I just didn't have the right kind of wood for it. And then we're gonna go to Lowe's later and get some kind of like hook or something that I can use to like hang this on the wall. So I'm just going to be using this orchid that I have in a kokedama just in this mug. And this one has been sitting like on one of my top shelves in the plant room, so it's been getting kind of neglected too. So I'm hoping that like having it on this will help it to do a little bit better. Maybe I am gonna undo this a little bit. I'm just gonna cut off some of the string because I'm gonna be retying it anyway. Oh no. Oh no. no. It was not rooted at all into this. That's probably why it's not doing well. It has been getting too dry. Man, okay, so that's good to see, I guess, to find out that that's happening. So I'm just gonna take all the string. Okay, so as you see, we have like no roots on this. There's like nothing, it's all just like dry. It doesn't even look like it was rotted, it just looks like it dried out. Man, okay. Well, that happens, I guess. So, instead of using orchid bark, I'm just going to use just straight sphagnum moss because that's what I see most people do. And it'll be on the bark kind of against the wood. And I think this will be enough. So, sorry you guys can't see this very well. I'm going to try to reuse some of the string. I have another video on how I made a kokedama before, so if you want to go see that, then see how I do it more in detail, go watch that video. But for the time being, I'm just going to wrap. So I tied it down. I tied the plant down first, and then I wrapped it really well with some of the moss. And then after I tied the end of the string, I stuck some extra moss in like the sides here, just so you couldn't see the string quite as much. And then what I'll probably just have to do is like spritz it like every couple days, just because there is such little moss on it. And yeah, hopefully this will start rooting up and it'll do better. But I do really like how this looks, and I'm excited to get it hung up on the wall. It does look kind of a little weird right now because all the leaves are facing like back, but as it like adjusts to its new spot, they'll start to face forward and look really nice. Okay, so this video has been pretty long, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for sticking around for all these chores. As far as like, let's see, I did the orchid, treated that. I'm just gonna move the plant propagations off camera just because it's not that exciting, but I'll show you guys how that area is looking at some point. And then again, I'm gonna do my succulent garden in a different video, so stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.